So today, quick little video, doing some maintenance. The nail strips on my trailer are getting pretty rough. Now keep in mind, this is 2012. I bought it a year ago used, so I have no idea what kind of maintenance has been done to it over its lifetime. And I had a couple cans. It was like almost a full can and a partial can of sealer. They've been in the garage for a few years, so I figured, what the heck, might as well slop them on, slop it on the nail strips here. I was able to cover pretty much all of it before I ran out. I didn't move my dunnage or my tarps, so the only place I didn't get it is like right under here and right up in here, which, no big deal. Not that it's gonna, I don't know how much it's gonna help, but if I can delay having to replace these boards, that's more what I'm shooting for. Any of these areas that were like cracked up real bad, I tried to get real heavy in there. Just something kind of limp it along a little bit longer. Got it heavy in here. I mean, eventually, if I keep this trailer that long, these boards are gonna have to be replaced. So, and the other thing, yesterday I took the truck and trailer into my local shop for my DOT inspection, my annual inspection, because I've had them both coming up on right at a year. So I think the truck was due, I think, by the end of the month, and the trailer, I think, was next month. But I figured I'd get it done, get it out of the way get it out of the way. And something they kind of hit me on, I wish I would have taken a before picture. I guess you could say it was a gray area, but somewhere in the life of this trailer, this gusset here, there was probably a blowout, smacked the hell out of it, and this was bent up into here. So, I mean, it was like bent all the way forward. And actually what caught the mechanic's eye was right on this edge, this shoulder of the tire had rubbed it, so there was shiny metal. Now, I'd say it was probably when I'm under load. There was plenty of clearance with my, the airbags inflated, but hitting bumps and whatnot, there was enough flex that the tire was hitting it. Nothing major, because the tire is not damaged, but just enough to rub a shiny mark. So they were like, hey, we can't pass it. And I was like, I got no problem just cutting that thing out or notching it. But they're like, no, it needs to be fixed. And I really couldn't argue, because really the right answer is to fix it. So, I mean, it took several hours. They had to throw heat on it. They couldn't just bend it back. Because this little I-beam that shoots all the way through to the other side, I mean, it bent this. This was bent. So they dumped a lot of heat on this, and using a porta power and then a come along to get this pulled down. And I mean, they bent it enough, like I said, using the heat, that when they were finally done and relieved the pressure, it pretty much stayed. So it's only about 1/8 of an inch off of the original weld. So then they cleaned it up, laid some new weld in there. No, they didn't do this backside, which is fine. But I know he did a root, at least like one root and a good cover pass. Excuse me. Then hit it with some rattle can. So that's all taken care of. Wasn't the cheapest way to go, but it was definitely the right thing to do. So yeah, that's a quick update on what I'm doing. Oh, my throat's dry. A little bit of preventive maintenance, a little bit of corrective maintenance, my DOT inspection, and oh damn, giving my back a break for another day. I've actually taken the last several days off. I was cat sitting for a friend, and given my lower back was tweaked and I was in pain, so take advantage of the downtime and, like I said, give my back a break and knock out some maintenance items. And then I'll hit the load board this afternoon and tomorrow morning and hopefully find something decent so I can finish out the week. But until then, I'm going to enjoy some sunshine. All right. Be safe out there, everyone.